It's your girl T here, back with a Sunday video. I know you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day because we're tea timers. It's absolutely what we do. Our affirmation of the day is it's working. It's working. Everything in our 3D is working because we're tea timers and things always work out for us. So it's working. I wanted to address a couple of subscriber questions that I had today. I didn't do it on Tea Time Tuesday, I forgot, so I'm going to do it now. The first subscriber question I had is it normal to feel some type of way when we're manifesting and nothing is going wrong, but you're feeling a lot of emotions, and they might not be positive emotions. They might be depressed, down, sad emotions. Of course it's normal to have those feelings. You're shedding old skin. You're shedding dead weight. Your old personality is lifting, is coming off, and some of that residue from the old personality, the old way of thinking, might get lost in the mix. As it's shedding, it might hit you hard, and it's perfectly normal to feel sad, or to feel, like you're losing something, or to feel kind of numb. This is a expedited process that we're doing. This takes people years and years, and we're doing it quickly, rapidly. We're doing it in weeks, months. It's quick. So of course, a mixture of emotion while your old thoughts and feelings are shedding off is perfectly normal. I don't know if this is popular with a lot of other coaches, but I'm not a firm believer in, or a believer at all in, you have to be positive all the time to manifest. As a matter of fact, a lot of people manifest in low states. It's just to say that you want to train yourself to react differently to things. We all struggle with different things throughout the day, old triggers, old thoughts, old fears coming up, but we're training ourselves to react to them differently, to put ourselves in the wish fulfilled of the new person that we are, of the new way that we react to things. But we're not perfect. We're not robots. Of course, there's going to be old things that come up that make us feel not the happiest, and that's perfectly fine. Any feeling that comes up, for me, I believe to the surface, needs to be dealt with, needs to be somehow heard or observed. So I usually try my best to observe the thoughts and placate myself by saying things like, don't worry about it, T. Everything's always working out in your favor. This is just old thoughts and beliefs coming up. It's okay to feel these things, but you're the new person. So everything's always working out in your favor, and you don't have to worry about this stuff anymore. We are making ourselves feel better through this whole process. And that's why it's called a process, because there's going to be a lot of emotional shifts, a lot of emotional revelations, a lot of things that you look at completely different, a perspective shift, which is a big deal. So if you're experiencing a rainbow of emotions, that's perfectly normal. Don't worry. We all go through those things. I remember for 2 weeks, I didn't feel anything at all. I just felt numb. And I was like, am I weird? But then I realized that I'm shedding off old belief systems. Usually when I get into that state of Zen, or like feeling of just, what's the word I'm trying to look for? That feeling of just, I don't even want to say blah, just that feeling of numbness. It usually means that something big is around the corner for me, because I am shifting. So I celebrate that now, because I'm like, oh, I'm shifting. I'm feeling that kind of numb feeling. So the shift is happening. Don't worry about your feelings. Process them as best you can and keep going with your process. They will stabilize eventually. Another question I had is, do we have to have feeling every time that we affirm? Of course not. It's impossible to be in a high vibe or some kind of feeling state every single time we affirm. It's just easier to do affirming when you're in kind of a zen, not a zen, kind of in a automatic process. Like when you're driving a car, it's automatic. When you're washing the dishes, it's automatic. Those are the times when you're kind of on autopilot. So instead of letting your thoughts carelessly flitter around, that's when you'd be like, everything in my life is perfect. I'm chosen, I'm loved, I'm wanted, I'm desired. While you're driving, while you're doing the dishes, while you're making lunches for your kids, while you're exercising, just different things where you can do it without having to think about it. And your brain will most likely go into no man's land of thinking about like what this person was wearing today, or what that celebrity did, or it'll go into the junk mail of your brain. Those are the times that are perfect for affirming. And obviously not every time you affirm it's going to be a feeling. feeling is the secret is what Neville says, and it's true. It adds, like if you're making a dish when you're cooking, if you're adding spices, the feeling would be the spices, because it expedites your manifestations quicker, because you're actually not only sensing the affirmations, you're feeling them as well. So it's really soaking into your subconscious. But of course, every time that we affirm, we don't have to feel with it too. You can affirm when you're in those autopilot moments. And of course, you want to try your best to get in a state of sleep, which is just like a place of zero, like a place where your thoughts are just open for 10 minutes a day if you can, and just affirm your thoughts over and over and over and over. We just want to soak it into our subconscious as best as possible. That's why we say before sleep, because right when you're headed into sleep, you get into that la la land where it's easy to feed your subconscious with those thoughts and feelings that you normally would have to get through the conscious mind, which is the gatekeeper to get to the subconscious. But when you're in that lull state, the state akin to sleep, it's super easy for your thoughts to just be absorbed by your subconscious. I intend that makes sense for y'all. And if you have further questions, y'all know what to do. Put them in the comment section below. And while you're down there, ask me about coaching or give me video ideas. I love it. Keep them coming. I love y'all, but not as much as you should be loving yourselves. Have a beautiful, blessed Sunday. Bye.